Hi, loves. Beth here. How are you all doing? So I just want to, presence. I'm looking at myself in the camera, and I have more makeup on than usual. Guess what I did today? I went into a store here in France. They had like lots of different makeup, but they had a green makeup section, and they had lots of testers. So I just did my whole makeup at that counter. I don't know. Do any of you girls do that? Go into stores and do your full makeup with all the testers? Anyway, that's not the topic for today. I want to talk to you about something that is really always present on my heart and in my womb and in my field, and kind of the general dialogue today that I want to have is why it's so important for us to really stop comparing ourselves to other people, especially other women that we see on the internet, because it's so easy to have a story about someone, or look at all the images that we see of this person and make up how we think that their lives are, and really get down about who we are and where we're at. Hi Maggie. Maggie says bonjour, bonjour, bonjour à toi aussi. So I wanted to talk about where I'm at right now, and so I was just online and I clicked on an email and was led to this website from this life coach, and she was sharing something really awesome. I got good resonance from it. A free journey for people who are wanting to be life coaches to be successful. But in the video, the two things that were led with and that she led with was, I was featured in the New York Times on the front page really quickly into my life coaching career, and I made 6 figures after 14 months. So here's what I did to be successful, and sign up below. And it just kind of like hurt my heart a little bit, because in this sense, like, I'm really happy for other, like, on one side, I'm really happy and excited that people and women entrepreneurs are finding, financial success. I think that's amazing. But on the other hand, this free offering was slanted to be with, feminine thought leaders, et cetera, and from a feminine lensing. And what got to me was that the two things she led with were the two things that patriarchy prizes more than anything and defines as successful, which is fame and money. And so it was, automatically, hi, I got famous and I made a lot of money, so sign up so you can be successful like me. And again, I felt that, and I'm just thinking, where can we go from here? I'm super happy that we can spread our messages out into the world. I think that is important, and like I said, I love us being financially successful. I think it's really empowering. But to constantly be leading with these bright and shiny things without actually speaking to the heart of what true success maybe is, and we're constantly defining success by patriarchy's lensing of how many Instagram followers do we have, how many likes do we have, how famous we are, how much money is in our bank account. And I was just feeling that we're so much perpetuating this in the women's empowerment kind of field, in the coaching industry. Thanks for the likes. And I'm just feeling into, how can this change and how can this switch? Because in my experience, somebody can be making a good amount of money, and I can be finding fame or success in that way, and still not really be feeling so happy inside, or so good inside. And we all know that that's the case. And I'm so interested for us to, as women, start to open up and be brave enough to bring forth a new standard of what success can mean for us. And that, potentially this new standard or this new definition of success might be different for all of us, but might be a lot more resonant with where we are on the internal plane and how connected we are to Mama Gaia, how connected we are to our souls. There are so many people that I know in my community that don't have a lot of money, that aren't making a lot of money and aren't famous at all, but they're some of the most inspiring people I've ever met. They're so happy, they're so genuine, and they spread so much joy, and they're living so simply, and they're so happy with that. And I just would love for that energy to start to be celebrated just as much, if not more, than the old patriarchal standards of success are. Callie says, I don't have headphones right now and I'm in a public place, so can't watch right now, but love the caption. Also, P.S. You're beautiful. Thank you. I was, I'll have more makeup on, is because I said at the start that I did my makeup at the makeup counter today. I did all of my makeup there. And then Amanda says, hello. So and then I I was reflecting, well, what is the remedy for this? What is, what would I like to bring forth to this conversation? I don't want to take away from financial success or from getting your message out to a lot of people. Like I said, I think there is a lot of power to that. But I am craving a more authentic connection in the coaching industry, in the world. So I'm coming on here and I'm just going to share my story, and I think what is medicine for me at this time, and what I often come back to, is I just want to share myself authentically, and I don't want to paint any pictures of how great or fantastic my life is all the time to make other people want to be like me. It's just not where I'm at right now. It's not what I want to do. And so I'd like to just share vulnerably and share my where I'm at vulnerably, because I think that that's medicine that can counteract the sickness of still allowing patriarchal ideas of what success is and who we should be to lead. So if any of you are thinking in yourself, you're going home and you're thinking, maybe you're connected to me, maybe you're getting my emails or you follow me on Instagram and you're going, oh, Beth has just the best life ever. She's traveling the world. She's in France right now, blah, blah, blah. And you have this idea that I must be just so happy and having the best time ever all the time. Well, yeah, sometimes on this trip we've been having a fucking blast. But right now, like I said, I'm in France at this current time, and I'm having a lot of alone time right now. For some reason, I decided to just book like solo Airbnbs back to back for 5 weeks, which isn't something that I usually do. Usually I am somewhere where I can be closer to community and meet community more easily. And it's winter time, so everyone's kind of to themselves and cold and just kind of, it's not like that summer beachy kind of time where it's, I find it a bit easier to meet people. So I've been having a lot of space and a lot of emptiness. And what's coming up for me is this old sense, I'm not sure if I'd call it loneliness, but there's just something in the pit of my belly, the pit of my womb, that I'm familiar with, that I haven't really been actively kind of seeing and dealing with for quite some time. And it's my wounds. It's old wounds that are coming up, and it's tough in some ways, for sure. And it doesn't feel that amazing, but I know that I'm going through an initiation. For some reason, unconsciously, I decided to give this gift of initiation to myself, where I could be with the emptiness and just see what's coming up, and and create space for that. So that's my process right now. So even though I'm coming on here, I just did my makeup, it looks nice, I've got roses in the background, I'm at a beautiful space, I'm in France, I'm traveling, yes, financially I'm doing well right now. All these things that could, on the outer, realms, make people, think that I have it all together on the inside, but that's not the case at all, right? Do I have a deeper sense of inner peace in my life than ever before? Yes. Have I, really experienced transformative, times, and have I experienced a transformation within myself because of the spiritual work that I've done and I'm doing? Absolutely, yes. But still, that doesn't mean that I have it all together or that my life is perfect in any way. And I have no desire to paint that picture on the online world or to anybody, because that's a lonely place to be. It actually makes me feel a little weird when people message me, as they do sometimes, going, oh my God, I've been following your trip. You look like you're having the best time ever. I'm so jealous. And they mean it in a really good way, but it's like, oh, it doesn't feel connected to where I'm really at. You know what I mean? It's like I said, sometimes I am having the best time ever, but a lot of the time I'm just living life just like everyone else, right? And so I don't want to sound like I'm in my ego, just expecting that people think I'm, always having the best time ever, because maybe you're not. Maybe you don't give two fucks. Maybe you never think about me or what I'm doing, which is, probably a lot of you. That's just cool too. But like I said, I wanted to give, the medicine of my vulnerability forward, because I feel like it's so needed and it's so important right now in this realm, in this world of masks and shininess, and it's even in, and almost especially in, the women's empowerment, industry and the coaching industry. It's just drives me fucking bananas how much gloss and glam there is. And I want to finish off by sharing with you, as a coach, and I've been coaching people for almost 6 years now, and so I've had hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, probably thousands of conversations at this point about what's going on for people behind the scenes. And I can tell you, so after working with lots of other people that do coaching themselves or are entrepreneurs and have a public presence online, that even some things that I want to be mindful of just not revealing too much, because this is coming from coaching conversations that I've had, and I obviously want to keep things confidential, what was revealed to me. But as a general sense, I can tell you that I've worked with business coaches who can't pay their rent, who are telling people that they can help them make tens of thousands of dollars. I've worked with, it's usually business coaches that are the ones doing this, actually. There aren't really like self-love coaches that are just like, they kind of feel shitty about it, but the self-love coaches are the ones talking about how they feel shitty online. It's it's the business coaches, right? It's the realms of patriarchy where we feel like we need to be something that we're not in order to succeed. I've also, business coaches, be really stuck in their businesses, not having a lot of, clients, and then going on and, coaching people, online around getting out of being stuck and how to bring in a lot of clients when they're not actually having clients. And usually these relationships with these people actually don't last because the resonance isn't there, because I always ask people to come deeper and be real and own up to what's happening. And these people are really beautiful souls. It's not that. It's just that we've been programmed to try to have this image come across. So again, I'm just sharing this, that if you're online and you're going, wow, everyone looks so successful and so happy, and why am I not that? I'm feeling weird today, I'm feeling off. Honestly, my dears, a lot of the time, and I think you intuitively know this, it's actually not what's happening behind the scenes. And so just give yourself a break. And I want to give myself a break as well from thinking that, things are happening that aren't really happening. And I encourage all of us to, if it feels right, to show up vulnerably and share vulnerably where we're at, because I think what this world needs more than coaching around how we can make more money or how we can be more famous, etc. I think what this world needs is deep connection, and for the masks to fall, and for us to feel vulnerably connected with one another, because I feel truly what the medicine and what we need is a deep connection to Mama Gaia, a deep connection to our sisters, a deep connection to our tribe, and in some ways a return to a simpler way of life where we don't need all these things or stimulation, and we're actually just, like I said, some of the most inspiring people in my life don't have a lot of money and don't have a lot of fame at all, but they're just fucking so cool, and they're so stoked, they're so dialed in to what's real and what's important, and I get so much inspiration from them, and I want to continue to be inspired from them and keep it real, man. Just fucking keep it real. We got nature and we got each other, and like that's what we need. And so let's be vulnerable, let's be transparent. There's like a million ideas going through my head that probably got translated a little bit. There's no like one definitive real point, but at the end of the day, it's okay. Let's stop comparing ourselves to people online, because there's a lot going on behind the scenes that we don't usually know about, and that I wanted to share some of my vulnerability today to just illustrate that point. So if you have any questions or comments, if you're live or on replay, please let me know. I'm going to be sharing this video outside of the Sisterhood of the Mermaid Moon. So currently I am in our private Facebook group sharing this right now. But if you're seeing this outside of the Sisterhood of the Mermaid Moon and you resonate with what I'm talking about, and you do have a desire to be around more sisters who are grounded and vulnerable, and you just are desiring to be held in a safe container, please come join us in the Sisterhood of the Mermaid Moon. I'll leave the link to join us in the title or in the comments somewhere around where I'm sharing this in the future. And for those that are here now in this tribe, I love y'all. So happy to just be in community with you all. And yeah, again, if you have any comments, questions, let me know. If you feel like you want to share some of your vulnerabilities, or just, talk about what's going on for you when you see all the, the shiny images and all this talk about fame and money and just constant. I'm just really willing and open to having a different conversation, because I need it. I don't know about you, but I need it. I'm sick of it. I'm so sick of it. And thank you, thank you, Goddess, and thank you, Spirit, and thank you, our higher selves, for coming in and showing us that, for me, a truer way. I need a truer way right now. I need to see people who are doing things differently. and I'm going to try to be one of them as best as I possibly can. So much love, and we'll connect soon, and I hope you have a beautiful day or evening wherever you are.